Hi friends, welcome to episode 2 of the Lego Minecraft Nether project. This week's episode is all about large terrain. The build is so big I almost didn't finish it, but I did. So let's jump right into this week's build. As per usual, the actual build has been designed in Minecraft, and I'll share with you right now the comment that is going to be influencing this episode's build. With the second Nether update video, CubeCatYT commented, "I would love to see a crater from someone who tried to place a bed in the Nether. It seems like a lot of you want me to build this, especially given that the comment has 56 likes. So we're going to include it in this week's build." Going back to the base of the build, it's on a 32 by 32 stud wide base plate, which is built out of plates and bricks. This build is so big, it's pretty much a hill with a cave in it, and it took me all week. And as I was building it, with each additional block layer I put on, I would film it for a little bit. So I'm going to show you some of the footage I have of this hill getting created throughout the week. I used so many dark red bricks and plates, and I included a bunch of quartz and gold ore. Something that was troubling me at first is that with these dark red parts, there is a significant color variety, and for the purpose of continuity, initially I wanted all of the dark red parts to be just one color, but as I started building, I realized that it's just not obtainable. With the build, you'll notice that there are different shades of dark red, and as time goes on, it's grown on me. It alludes to the fact that these are Lego pieces, and you know what? I'm starting to like it. I would love to know what you think. Do you think the different shades of dark red ruin the Minecraft effect, or do you actually like that there's a variety in the dark red colors with the parts? Please let me know. The Nether has a bunch of really tall terrain, and this episode's build establishes some pretty large terrain off the bat. With the hill, I didn't want it to be totally bland, so I included a cave throughout it, and then I have a few torches placed by a player in the cave. Once the whole hill made out of netherrack was built, it was then time to build the crater from a player placing a bed and trying to sleep in it. To make the crater as accurate as possible, I went into the Nether, placed a bed, and tried sleeping in it, and when it exploded, I pretty much took the exact crater which was made and mapped it onto the hill for this week's episode. I used 2x2 dark red tiles to make the exposed netherrack, and then I used 2x2 jumper tiles, and once the jumper tiles were placed on, I then put down all of the fire, and I am really happy with how this design came out. CubeCatYT, phenomenal comment. To all of you, any ideas, let me know. There is still a lot left to build for this series, and I really enjoy reading and replying to what you think I should build. Once the crater from the bed was built, it was then time to just cover the whole hill with vegetation. And the first vegetation are the warped fungus, and there are 4 warped fungus on the hill. And then I added 2 pieces of crimson roots, and after that I used dark turquoise clip pieces to make a bunch of nether sprouts. And although this design just uses clip pieces, I really like the final effect the nether sprouts have because, you know, they're just little thingies coming out of the tile. After the nether sprouts, there are warped roots, and the warped roots really add some character to the terrain. I really like the different shapes included in the warped roots, and I've noticed in warped forests that warped roots are the most common vegetation, so I've made sure to include a bunch of them on this hill. The warped roots use the same clip piece that the nether sprouts have, but then I use a 2x2 plate with cylinders and studs to give the warped roots the needed height. After them, it's twisting vines time, and because it's a hill, I wanted a lot of twisting vines, and some of them are pretty darn tall. When the Lego build is on the rotating plate, the twisting vines will shake, and you'll notice that in the footage. It's kind of funny how they oscillate back and forth because they're just so tall and the vibrations go to them. There really isn't a way for me to stop that jiggliness. I've slowed down the rotating plate, but they still jiggle. So from here on out, this series is gonna have a lot of twisting vines jiggle. So if you like twisting vines jiggle, click that like button. After the twisting vines, it was time to cover everything else with the 2x2 dark turquoise tiles to make warped nelium blocks. And now, after adding the tiles, this hill has a bunch of warped nelium. And I really love that color contrast between the dark turquoise and the dark red. This project is already looking beautiful. The final pieces of vegetation are 2 huge warped fungi. And with this project, I want to keep it as accurate as I possibly can. So with these huge warped fungi, I actually just put down small warped fungus, and with bone meal I grew them, and the designs you see are what actually grew in the Minecraft world. I did have to put some blocks in the interior because in Minecraft the huge warped fungi are pretty hollow, but with Lego I can't just have it be a hollow cavity in there, so I've put some blocks to make sure I can actually build it with Lego parts. Notably, every surface with the 2 huge warped fungi are smooth, and each huge warped fungi has 2 shroom lights. With last week's build, my favorite part were the huge warped fungi, but with this week, what takes the cake is truly that crater from a player placing a bed. I'm really happy with how it has turned out, and the Lego Minecraft fire pieces are super cool, and I'm so happy that I was able to get a bunch of them for this design. And yeah, I think it looks pretty darn accurate. If you look at the Minecraft version and then the Lego version, it basically looks like it was pulled out of the game, and I'm very happy it's like that. If you're new to the channel and you would like to see future videos, subscribe. And without further ado, it's time to add characters. The first character is an Enderman who is carrying a warped nelium block. The second character is another Enderman. Last up is Alex, who is wearing gold armor and is carrying a torch. And with the characters added, here is the completed build. Now it's time to connect last week's build with this week's build, and this may come as a surprise. I'm actually using the cross-shaped axles to connect the builds. I'm using the cross-shaped pieces because I want to make sure there's enough depth with pinning the builds together, and the cross-shaped axles will allow a depth of 3 1x bricks with connecting the builds. So here's what that looks like. Voila! And that's what both builds look like put together. This project is getting pretty big, and we're only 2 episodes in. Something new I have in the description are Amazon affiliate links, and I'm doing this because if you use the links I have in the description for buying Lego Minecraft sets you may want, apparently I get a 3% commission. With the links, the sets don't get more expensive, I just get 3% thrown back at me. I have some of the recent Lego Minecraft sets in the description. If you've been itching to buy any of them, please use the links. That would be phenomenal. For example, if you spend $10, I will get 30 cents in return, and 30 cents is 3 or 4 Lego parts. And if that keeps happening, it will add up, and I promise that every cent I ever get from this Amazon affiliate thing, I will dedicate all of the money to Lego parts for Lego Minecraft projects. In front of me are 6 of the new baby pig house set, and I actually got these through Amazon. Right now they're 20% off, and the reason I got 6 more is because we're going to need a lot of the zombified piglin, and this is the only set you can get them in. I guess it's a channel tradition now to rip open the boxes, so here we go. Number 1. Oh. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Ugh. Okay, and number 6. If you want to get any Lego Minecraft sets, check out the links in the description. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to let me know that you've made it to the end of the video, comment fire. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week.